Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and on the mound in this one, number 61. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Ball.
And that's in the dirt.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
The 2-1. Up the middle, Baldwin. Tosses to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. It's the Twins nothing, White Sox coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Chris Paddock.
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Here's Josh Rojas. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunging, but can't bring it in. Brooks Baldwin getting ready to hit. On the ground, could be two. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Josh Palacios steps to the plate for the White Sox. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and there's two gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. We head to the here on the south side. New inning getting started. Here's Byron Buxton. Ball one there. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his third of the game.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Matt Wallner stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground, right side, Workman. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. First pitch misses. Jeffers measures 6 feet 4 inches, 235 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. That's off the mark, and it's 2-0. And another ball. No score here in the second. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that one popped in the air, left field. Benintendi is there. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. So here's Robert now.
Center fielder, Robert Jr.
Paddock back to work. This one smashed down the right field line, and it goes just foul. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. In the air, out towards left center. Buxton makes the play. 1 down. And now Gage Workman trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Correa makes the grab, and there are 2 outs. Austin Slater stands in. This one in the air, center field. Buxton brings it in for the 3rd out. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jonah Bride.
That one catches the zone. 0-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Well, he's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Next offering down in the dirt. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. One and two now. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. That one off the mark. And a count now even up. Top of the third, no score. That missed by a lot. 3 and 2 now. Upstairs, and that is ball 4. Game.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Runner on the move. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position. Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
And foul ball. And the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. In the air out to center. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now that's smacked to right center. That's a hit. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield.
Hi, Jay. How are?
What's going on, Brandon?
Location, but
center field. Buxton moves under
I'm good. How you doing, Brandon?
And it's caught for the out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Golden opportunity right here. Squares and gets it down the left
Dude,
side.
I'm winning right now. Greater to Astros.
Here in the last half of the third.
Okay.
Popped in the air. Left field.
Dang.
Brings it in. Runner tags for home. The throw.
Save! Yes, yes,
score.
yes.
And it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Palacios at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0 balls,
Man,
1
he
strike.
really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing
Man,
and
why did
a
I
miss,
swing
and
at
that
that?
one missed by a ton.
No balls.
Man,
Two
that
strikes.
was pretty gross right there.
Who's winning your?
I'm the
Swings
White
and
Sox,
misses.
Brandon.
Good job
Remember?
at damage control
I'm the White
right
Sox.
there.
It's on the
A run
screen.
on 2 hits, and they leave
winning
1.
1-0.
3 innings. Back at right field. Here's Carlos Correa. And the slider just misses. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs
In the
already.
bottom of the fire, should I head?
Success. Trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Lewis, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That's down and in.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's in there. 2-1 now. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The Twins yet to pick up a hit here. Not close with that one. Ball 3.
Why is he so tired?
Bottom of the
Wow.
first, should I head home on and get Chris?
And it gets by him.
Brandon, I'm trying to focus, man, I guess.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line.
Why do you get tired so fast? That's crazy. He got tired fast. Yeah. He got tired. He got tired. All my pitchers are tired. This is crazy. Why all my pitchers are so tired? This is wild. My pitchers are tired.
Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Next to hit, Byron Buxton. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Swing and a ball hammered. Left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Walner at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that is out of play.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Close, but called the ball. Now 2 balls and a strike.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle.
I know what you focused on your game.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Twins wind up. Bottom of the 4th has been intending to start it off.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Popped foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. That one the other way, and that's just foul.
Yeah. These ones.
Ripped to right. Walner pulls that one down. That's
Why
out
is
number
all my
2.
pitchers tired like this?
2 down, bases empty. Gage Workman will hit next.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Lifted in the air, out to
I
left.
thought he already got that first hit, man. It's success.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
That's crazy. What is going on with this game, man? That man is
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 61 gives way. Just one hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher now, Jairo Iriarte, ready to make his season debut. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That was a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. The other way. Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And first offering is fouled off. That one missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Palacios makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Austin Slater. Paddock back to work. And a swing and a miss. Slater goes 6'1", 32 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. Hit on the ground to short. A sliding stop at short. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Vaughn in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Way high there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Caro. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Offense. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Trevor Larnach. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And now one away.
Well, it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Castro at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. One out, bases empty. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And here comes Carlos Correa. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So back here on the south side. Now the 3rd baseman, Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
Ground ball up the middle. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw. Pretty nice play there.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Josh Palacios steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Andrew Benintendi.
That's hard hit on the line. Buxton racing over to make the catch. Top of inning number 7. Leading off, Royce Lewis. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Fought off foul. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And it's through for a hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And Benintendi able to make the grab.
Now batting.
Ryan Jeffers, the next. Win up to hit. First pitch just misses.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 left for Minnesota. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss at a slider. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Danny Coulombe, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Duran, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Now a screamer into the outfield. Larnach puts it away. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
A dive. He's got it to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Slater now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Strike three, got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1.
Right through there for a strike. And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there to lift the bat on his shoulder.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Here's Trevor Larnach. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yohan Duran.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ball
that should be a
down
double.
towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And here is Edgar Caro.
Holy shit. Damn.
Lewis throws to first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. So up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Damn.
One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Man on second, 2 down. That's to third.
Damn.
Tosses across the first, and that will end the inning. So a missed opportunity after the leadoff double as they strand the runner. 9th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 1. We go to the 9th.
Leading off with the Twins.
White Sox going with a new arm, Bryce Wilson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ground ball to the right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Carlos Correa, the next Twin up to hit. Right through there for a strike.
That's the ball.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a count 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Oh.
That misses the zone, and the count is even, 2-2. Hard liner. And Benintendi able to make the grab.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Outside low. Now 2-0. There's the strike. Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just misses with that one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
This could end it.
Get him! Get him! Yes! Nasty. That was good.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
That's 2 hits, 1 walk, struck out 16. Just 7 months. Wow. Had 28 at bats. 28 at bats, 5 hits, 1 run. We're gonna struck out 36. We used 3 pitches. For those 2 hits. 2 pitches.